Welcome. My name is Chris Dulay. I'm going to go over a method of remembering things. There are many methods of remembering things. This is just one of them. This is basically from masteryofmemory.com. This presentation is from Mastery of Memory, and you can go back to that website if you'd like. masterofmemory.com if you'd like to at a later point. So let's go on to the first slide here. When you're given a picture of just a picture, and someone asks you, what can you remember from this picture? And they ask you questions afterwards after you can't see the picture. And you notice that some people have a photographic memory. And I apologize for the noise in the background. There's someone mowing their lawn back behind me here. Maybe I'll just wait for a second. It's kind of loud, but maybe I'll just try to talk a little louder. Hold on for a second. There we go. Okay. Games where someone quizzes you on a picture that you just saw about how many facts you can remember are tests of photographic memory. And whether this is really something that people have actually, I've seen people that have very impressive memories, or whether they just have tricks they have that they are using to figure out what they just saw. It's hard to tell. So what is known is there are ways to increase your memory power. And let's just start off with an example of what I'm talking about here. I'll give you 1 minute to look at this next picture, and I'll need you to stare at as many things as you can. Try to remember as much as you can about this next picture. And here we go. I'll give you about a minute after we start. Look for as many details as you can. Try to figure out anything that might make you remember what you're seeing here. Go into as much detail in your brain as you can. Kind of a wacky picture, but okay. So, what do you remember? And you may want to get a piece of paper or a pen if you got anything near. It may be helpful. Okay. So, how many boats were in that picture? How many kids had their mouths open? Kind of a detail. Was there a house on the structure on the land? Was there a church on the land? Was there a tent or a water tower? Do you remember what was on the land? How many ducks were in that picture, or ducklings? How many duckies were in there? Anyone wearing a green shirt? Is the shape on the foremost boy's shirt a circle, a square, a crescent, a star, or a pentagon? Are there any blue skies? Is there any blue sky showing in the picture? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's go over the picture. Boats. That was one. Kids with mouths open. Two. What's on the land? There's a tent. Nothing else. It's a tent. Maybe some rocks. How many ducklings in the picture? There's four. Or five, sorry. Five. Someone wearing a green shirt. Nope. Is the shape on the foremost boy's shirt a what? And it's a star. Right there in the middle with the yellow shirt on. How many did you get right? Not many? Now the question is there a way to improve your performance on this type of game? The sky question. Yes, there is another sky question. Sky question was, is there a blue sky in the picture? Yeah, a little bit of blue sky at the very top. Is there a way to improve your performance on this type of game or any other type of situation where you need to remember what's in front of you? Maybe there's a crime scene and you want to remember as much as you can. This method is called the segment and memory palace method. What you do basically is you first see the picture or the image you're looking at, then you break that picture up into 5 to 10 parts, well, more toward the 5 to 6 parts area, because 10 parts is a little bit hard to deal with, but break it into 5 parts, segment that image out. So the first segment would be sky, or might be sky. Very top there. Sky, backgrounds, background mountains, the left shore, the river in the middle, and the right shore. As quickly as possible, and this is the trick of this. Put those segments with your imagination into your memory palace. What do I mean by with your imagination? Because it doesn't seem exactly something easy to do at first, but the first segment, sky, put that in your bedroom. The sky is going to meld into the background of your bedroom, and the mountains, the background mountains, are going to be in the wallpaper of your bathroom. The left shore is going to contain everything that's in there normally in your dog cage at your house. The river in the middle, that's going to be in your dining room table area. And the right shore in the picture is going to go in your kitchen. Now this is just arbitrary. You can do whatever you'd want, but your memory palace will be individual. It'll be in your imagination. You'll have to create everything from whatever you're seeing in the picture into your house or memory palace, as much detail as you can. So, for example, here, keeping in mind that you're trying to figure out what someone will quiz you on, or the details you might need to know for any kind of recall. So that with those types of things in mind, now you first imagine, say for the first segment, imagine your bed sheets in your bedroom that are mostly blue. This is relating to the sky. The sky is going to go into your bedroom. So the sheets were mostly blue in your bedroom, and they fade to yellow on one side. You're imagining this. This is one example. You're imagining these blue bed sheets that are faded into yellow, but there's no stains on the sheets because there are no clouds in the picture, and you're relating this back and forth in your head. Now to go to the next segment is the mountain range. Now this is in your bathroom. The middle peak is taller than the other two, and we see in that picture. Let's see here. Yeah, see that in the middle peak is taller than the other two. And you're imagining this towering over your sink. This is all an imagination creation you're thinking of as you're recreating this mountain range in your bathroom area. And the third one here says it says a boy with a face on a shirt is jumping up and down in a dog cage, yelling excitedly with his eyes closed. The boy jumping up and down. We're gonna put the left bank into the dog cage in your mind. The dog cage is surrounded by 3 tall trees. Basically, what we're doing here is we're meshing what's reality in the picture with an imagination we have of our memory palace. In each room is each one of these segments. So the fourth one, which is the center part of that picture, a boat that looks like a swan is on top of a girl. A boat that looks like a swan is on top of the dining room table, with another similar boat underneath the table in your mind. In each boat, one above the other, are a boy and a girl. On 2 of the chairs, little yellow ducklings are sitting in the red inner in their red inner tubes inside the chairs, sitting around that dining room table. They're all about to eat some food. So back to here, see these little ducklings in the inner tubes that are kind of going down the river in a rapid river type fashion. Example of this compartment is a yellow tent, which is on my counter in the kitchen. It's sitting dangerously close to an open flame on the stove. So you're just thinking about this tent sitting on the counter, and there's a flame from heating some food or something, and it may be on fire. It is standing in the kitchen sink, yelling something about spilling mustard on her clothes, while the ducklings tries to eat the mustard from her skirt. These are all just details in your mind that relate to this picture. There's the fire next to the tent. Okay, so if you had done this particular method and you'd gone through splicing out the details from the picture and split up the picture into these segments, it'd be easier to recall these questions. You may have gotten 5 out of 7 of the questions. I don't know how many you got that on your first score there, but it does show some improvement to many people. If you've had extra time after a quick go through like this, you can remember more detailed facts about the picture by using other techniques such as the number mnemonic method, which maybe go over a different time, or there are other advanced techniques to remember pictures. And once you have memorized the facts, it's easier to remember what the exact picture looks like when you try to recall it back for later recall. If you have time, before someone quizzes you on the picture again, if this is a quiz, just go back and forth and add more details to the memory palace. You're adding more little tiny details about something you might have added to the image, like let's say here, there is the green grass. The grass seems so green, like the green carpet in the room. You can make the carpet in one of the rooms of your memory palace to be green. Other examples are the gradient of the sky is divided into 3 parts. These are more details that you could add. That there are 3 shades of green on each tree. See, there's 3 shades of green. There's a gradient on the sky here, blue, kind of a light blue, and then a yellow right there. One of the ducklings in each of the last 3 segments has his mouth open. That's a little detail. So you remember the one little mouse right there, that guy there. He has his mouth open. You can try this with any photograph you have, and see if it helps you out any. Just try to find any kind of a family photograph with many people in the photograph, or many details, or just open up a book, see if you can find a picture, put it in front of you, and then start segmenting out the image. Try to focus on one part at a time, and put those images, those segments, into a room in your imaginary memory palace. Then try it, see what happens. It may be the closest thing to photographic memory that people have, and it may be the real tricks that people are using to memorize things, rather than just saying, I got photographic memory, I have some innate ability. Maybe it's related to tricks that they, not necessarily tricks per se, but they're skills. It's a skill that you develop. So let's try another picture. Here we go for this picture here. All right, so it's kind of a busy picture. So try to segment up the picture into 5 or so segments. Memorize what's in the segment by putting each of those things in the segment into a memory room of your memory palace. This is your fictional house you have in your head, and put each of these things into a different room in your memory palace. I like the word palace. And then see what we can recall. And I'll give you about 2 minutes here. Okay, let's see. You can remember what you can remember. How many eggs were in the picture? You recall? How many glasses of orange juice? How many plates of food were there? What fruit was on the pancakes? How'd you do? Well, hopefully you improved. This is only a small test when you have only 2 pictures, but this is just one of the techniques that people use when they increase their memory. when they apparently are able to recall many facts about one image or picture that they can see. So hopefully this has been useful, and we might go over new techniques with subsequent classes. And if you have any questions, you can ask me at our Zoom presentation the next time that I'm here, or you can email me at evokespark at gmail.com. And thank you very much.